a lot of resources to be able to do that to get anywhere.
Alright, we have our start. Once the king finishes talking, we'll open 3 chests in here. The top one is guaranteed to be a key, so we can leave the room, and the other 2 are a torch and a fighter's ring.
Fighter's ring can be really useful early on. I mean, you always want that extra 2 attack, but it can mean a gigantic difference in what you can do. And it looks like Seawolf tried to cast outside, but it didn't work.
Nope, sorry, Green Mario.
Speaking of that, Edge is showcasing his own personal sprite that he has made, which you might remember from, I think it was Final Fantasy IV.
Oh, hello, keys to start. Just need 53 gold now.
All right, that's another way of having an early key seed, just not the usual one. Usually Remolder is hiding somewhere in a corner away from everything interesting.
Yep, of course we have another chest in there. Need 2 keys to get it, and you always want a key to check your treasury or get more gold. So you're looking for a couple of 100 gold before you really go buy keys.
And Seawolf has had a lot better luck finding enemies here. It just keeps wandering around and no one wants to fight him. But that first level, 1 attack, 8 agility, 6 hit points. The hit points being our kind of significantly low stat there, so that's good. And agility's already shot up quite a bit.
Yep, both frienders playing strength HP, so they'll end up with the same stats overall. But they'll have more MP than they will, or they'll get more of a boost to HP than they will agility in the end.
Right, and yeah, he's decided to go over to the desert. There's a little bit higher higher chance to find enemies there in the desert than there is in the forest. I think it's was it 1 of 8 versus 1 of 16?
Something like that. I don't remember the exacts.
If I'm incorrect, chat, please let me know.
McGrew was actually in chat, the creator of this randomizer, so he would probably know. And, of course, Archfield, creator of the DWR manual, would know as well. As would half a chat, because they're runners of this game anyway.
Of course. Yes, and that's the best thing about this community, I think. There's a lot of times where you run a game, but you don't really want to watch the races, but there's so many racers who are watching the races here. I would say as the vast majority of them tend to drop by in some race or another if they can. So there's just a lot of... cheerleading isn't the right word, but there's a lot of support for everybody who is involved, and that's wonderful.
A lot of support, and at the same time, a lot of eyeing, or, sizing up the competition.
I think it's been said before, the best way to get good at this game is to actually watch other people play. Then meanwhile, Seawolf finally kills enough regular slimes to get to level 3. Looks like we have 0 attack, 6 speed, 4 hit points, no magic points. Kind of an iffy level, but let's see. Hopefully we can find something other than slimes. That seems to be the only enemy right now.
I believe there's Drakey around, which Edge just found, actually. Oh, the red slimes have hurt more, and the Drakeys have baby breath.
All right, back to the slimes.
Murder bats tonight for sure.
We can sort of deal with the Drakeys, because you can 2-shot them with this attack power, but yeah, hurt more, you gotta 1-shot that red slime or you're in trouble.
And luckily we can 1-shot the red slime as well, yeah.
So I guess it would be don't get ambushed. Use that strategy where you don't get ambushed and you'll be fine.
Right, just be faster than the enemy. And, RNG.
Yeah, that's a good point. The death that Seawolf took actually knocked his gold level back, whereas Edge is in Remolder key money if he wants to rush it, which is what he is doing.
For sure. Probably going to grab the key here. Because he doesn't have enough money to get anything else, I would say that'll be a treasury check. And you never know, you might find more gold in there, which means you can come back for more keys. You might find a sword, some armor, even some fairy water to throw at the stronger enemies. Yeah,
it's a bit of a slow loop considering how far it takes to get to Remolder, but if there could be something really good in the treasury, and that could break the game open.
Gonna ignore it for now and just keep going. I mean, you need to die to heal anyway, so it's just as well to go and work your way through your HP.
Yeah, it's I mean, sword would be nice, but you can't really count on one item in that whole bunch. Maybe an armor if you really just don't want to die to anything, but yeah, it's more about as long as you know this experience level. Maybe after you get 4, you'd be looking for something a little bit beefier.
Yeah, level 4, level 5 is about all you're going to manage on slimes and drakies. After that, you want probably ghost, magicians, scorpions is where you want to be.
But yeah, sometimes there is actually a little bit of a range in your Zone 0 enemies, and we are seeing the absolute lowest end of the Zone 0 enemies here, which is great, you know, for a little bit. Now it's probably getting to be a little bit annoying as we're slowly grinding up.
Edge hits level 4. You got 7 power, 4 speed, 1 hit point, no magic.
And I guess he's had enough. He's just gonna go in and check the treasury now. Tired of, well, I think he wanted the level to get something interesting. Oh, he's gonna save it. So, you know, doesn't want to have to rewalk that in case there's something interesting, or maybe he'll check the basement. There is a 50% chance that whatever is underneath Tantagel, whatever cave is down there, has an item. 25% chance that it is a free item. Free meaning that you don't have to dodge grave enemies or whatever.
Okay, we have our token, one of our key items. There's our gold. You can go get more keys now. A spare key. And more gold, so you don't actually even have to leave Tantagel to get all your keys.
Yeah, can max out, and he could do some, you know, old-fashioned ghetto grinds here if he wants, and just walk right out. Although he didn't get more keys from there, that's a little surprising.
Just thinking about it, really, he's better off seeing what's down here, which is a free chest, and saving the money for perhaps a weapon, because you don't need armor anymore. So yeah, saving the money for a weapon in Rimmildar.
Alright, Edge may not die this seed.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have some grind deaths later on.
Gotta love it when the armor is in the Stones Cave, because you're just expecting there to be nothing, and hey, guess what? There's something.
Yep, so now 8 minutes in, armor already. Seawolf, even though at the same level as Edge, really needs to get that last 15 gold or so, 16, to be able to get a key and get his armor as well.
Yeah, so at this point, our only real separation is that the Seawolf has died and Edge has not, so he was able to get to that key money and be able to dig through Tantagel and get the token and the armor.
Take the shield. There we go.
Was there a weapon there? I can't remember.
A club. Which disappoints me, no pole.
Man, I would take the club.
I mean, yeah, it's better than a bamboo pole, but is it really?
So Edge does the 2-for-1 lottery and comes up with nothing.
Gonna do some exploration now. See if he can find another town. If he can find another town with a decent shop in it, he can do a slow grind for gold and get pretty much anything he wants. Probably go for a broadsword pretty quick.
Yeah, you wouldn't really want to do flame sword or silver shield that way, but broadsword would be just a couple trips at the most.
Seawolf now has enough for his key. We'll grab it right away. Should have his armor in the next 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, considering how far he's already gotten here, yeah, going directly to the castle. It was one thing when you weren't to level 4 like Edge was, because that's still reasonable killing slimes to get that level, but at that point the experience jumps up way too much that you want to go out and do something a little different.
Edge did check the Rimmel air chest. It was... Oh, it's another key. Okay. Seawolf doing the save as well. Both players know save your key, just in case this is garbage.
We know there are a couple of gold chests, so that is quite nice. There's one. The other one, what was it? Is it an herb there? Or... That's right, an extra key.
I think there was 5, 10, 2, and 1, and Hurt and Sleep for level 5. So in 4 levels, we've gotten 1 MP. Yay!
Well, I haven't really needed it until now, but now Hurt. Yes, Hurt with the Wolves is a great combination. The Strength isn't terrible, but better just to rely on that 100% to hit spell.
Seawolf picking up his armor right now.
I imagine the save was just how long it took to get to that money, considering what they've been fighting. It has to be a little bit depressing, especially on the Seawolf side, that he died 3 times before he was able to gather up that much, just from Drakey's red slimes and regular slimes.
Especially when 2 of those enemies had something to kill you in 1 to 2 shots. Hey, level 6. 10 power, 3 speed, 1 hit point, 3 magic, and return.
Alright, that's a couple more Hurt casts, so a little bit more energy for what we're doing here. Does not have... Oh yeah, because he still has the... He can heal in there, I forgot. He has the heal armor. I was like, how did Edge even get his hit points back?
Haha, yes. Erdrick's armor, every step you take restores 1 HP.
Alright, Seawolf has found the club, amongst other things, and is now trying to club this wolf to death. This will be a lot more fun in 1 level. Drakima is a very good enemy, though, with his strength and everything. Should be able to take this one out and be right on the cusp of level 5. Looks like Edge went east from Tantagel and found a little bit of a dead end, but there's a wolf there, so there's something interesting.
Yeah, Wolf is good grind right now. The Droll's not so bad either.
Yeah, you could ride that wolf to 7 or maybe even 8 if you really wanted to. No real inhibition there. You probably won't find much better.
Wolves are damage broken with Erdrick's armor now and large shield, so they're not really doing a whole lot of damage to you either.
Nope, and I think, yeah, because we already have a ton of agility as well. Just think about the armor being there, but 44, 47 agility at this level is significant.
Poltergeist has sleep, nothing big there.
As if Poltergeist needed another reason to be annoying.
Yeah, they're just one of those enemies that you really don't even want to look at.
If for some reason anyone was to go back through and finagle the experience in gold for the enemies to make them make a little bit more sense, the Poltergeist would probably get some love, but I'm not suggesting that, just an idea.
Only good in chaos, sometimes.
You still have to look at them.
Fair enough.
Smug ghost.
We should just rename them the X Ghost, just for fun.
That would be fun. Now we see on the screen, Seawolf is getting level 6 and Edge is getting level 7. So level 7 has 18 power, 1 speed, 3 hit points, 6 magic points, and we have learned the spell of Radiant. So pretty good level.
Hey, we can see.
I feel as though the announcers have read your manual, Archfield.
Yeah, very much. Hey, we have a new town. It's Garenham. Yeah, that one.
It's a good one. 3 free chests and something underneath that you don't have to go anywhere for. And all right, hand axe. Did not need to even have the club. He found the axe just a couple minutes later.
74 attack power is pretty good for now. Start moving up a couple of enemies, perhaps.
Yeah, this puts you solidly in like zone 2, and if it existed, zone 3 enemies, I believe.
And we have more gold, a death necklace, and an herb. Could have actually did a slow grind on death necklace chest there, I think. Oh no, that's only for search spot, right?
Yeah. Also, I don't think there was anything else to buy. Well, I mean, he could have used it for the end, even if there, but never mind.
Right. With the hand axe, you don't really need to upgrade until you get the sword, pretty much. We have a torch as our first chest in Mountain Cave. Ooh, and a werewolf.
That's unfortunate. Werewolves are not super difficult to run from. I think their effective run rate is something like 30 or 26, and you have 48 agility, so failing multiple times really kind of hurts.
Seawolf has now gotten up to level 7. We're pretty much even again now. Other than a weapon.
Yeah, if he's choosing to continue to grind here, the enemies aren't too bad, and 600 experience isn't that far away.
Seawolf actually in the lead for experience for a few seconds.
Let's see, you think Edge has gone right back in? That might not be a bad play. Mountain is a lot easier than Grave to get all those 5 chests, even if it's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, with Metal Scorpions right outside, I think I would have stayed out there maybe until level 8 to see what happens. But either is good. You never know, you might be able to get through without seeing that werewolf again.
Yeah, and our stats are interesting today. It seems that early on we are very burly and very quick, but still easily taken down and without a whole lot of magic resources. So very heavy on the strength and agility, which makes exploration a little funky.
Yeah, agility doesn't really come into play a lot very early.
He also might be thinking of a gold grind. I don't know if we saw did we see a flame sword in either of these towns? I think there was a silver, wasn't there, in Granham?
Oh, gold everywhere. 3 gold chests here in Mountain.
Well, we've seen 5 of the game's 6 gold chests already. That's pretty good.
Seawolf just died to a golem there, so maybe agility playing a little bit of factor here.
Alright, Edge using the sleep strats and the Magic Wyvern. The Magic Wyvern is unique in that it has I think the lowest sleep defense of anyone around it, except for, well, tied with the Stoneman, and it's not often that sleep is that useful on the later enemies, so I was able to take it out.
Oh, able to run from the blue dragon. But it finds him again. Seawolf finding Wolf Lords there just outside Garenham. That's a pretty good enemy to fight too. So now we have Wolf Lords and Metal Scorpions there.
Yeah, Wolf Lords, he's using the sleep strats. They're a little bit difficult to sleep, but not too bad. They have only 25% resistance, and he's able to take it out pretty easily. But it's hard to go against these magic wyverns that Edge is fighting. It's giving him quite a bit of experience taking them out.
Yeah, and they seem to be staying asleep pretty good, so this should get him level 8 right now. Five power, 2 speed, 6 hit points, 12 magic, no spell, but that 12 magic is well needed.
And congratulations to everybody who picked Hurt More at the later levels, because we went through the first 8 and we have not seen it.
Thank you for reminding me to do the thing.
Yeah, it's good I put all those points in on the 2 to 8, huh?
All of these predictions I've been putting through, I haven't been able to vote on any of them because I'm running them. Mike points out, we've seen her more.
Yeah, Seawolf was trying to sleep a Droll Magi, which again, they're pretty weak to it, but it didn't work, and then the Hurt More just kind of... Not much you can do about that with 36 hit points.
So Edge was in the shop there again. I don't believe he saw anything different. Or anything worth buying anyway. Ah, another source of gold that he turns down.
Game just really wants our players to have money, and, you know, they're not really... They just don't really have anything to spend it on.
Ah, Lorgan, try to steal something from the innkeeper, see what he does then.
The innkeeper would be one of the few things I'd want to see that has sleep.
Oh, you pay extra for that. Alright, let's get a good look at what's in the shop. The club, the hand axe, the clothes, the full plate, and the silver?
The small shield. So
small. Ugh.
we have the best equipment we could have right now with what we've seen. Except for the dragon scale, which neither player has bothered to get.
So I'm of the camp where I'd rather wait to find it in a chest, because you're pretty much guaranteed to. But if you're heading into Sherlock for the final dive and you don't have it, well, maybe you'll buy it then.
I'm in the camp of, if I'm already talking to the person, I might as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 defense, and that 2 defense can do a lot more during the game, but I usually run strength and agility, so... Oh, a cave in 2 towns. Swamp South. The Forgotten City of Coal.
Alright, Cole's on top. I'm hoping for Hawksness below, just because that would be great. And Search Spot has the Stones of Sunlight, another important pickup.
We have another shop here. Bamboo pole, oh, of course. Chainmail, half plate, and I missed the other 2.
Magic armor and small shield, so nothing that's useful anymore.
Hey, the shopping mall.
Alright, so I see Cantlin is the big city and Cole is the suburb. Is that how this works?
Could be, and there's our silver shield in the top shop.
Flame Sword as well, so if he does a golden grind, we'll probably see him run over this direction pretty quick. I think he's looking for a broadsword, though.
With the current gold, yeah. Yeah, there is one more shop, which you had to spend a key to get, but... Looks like we'll go for the coordinates first. Oh, right, I was going to say I hope he's full on herbs, but doesn't need them because you have Erdrick's armor.
Alright, no coordinates for Edge, and Seawolf, I believe he got to the first 4 chests in Mountain before he got taken out, is that correct?
If he did, that would be a torch and lots of gold.
Yeah, we didn't see anything super important over there, so Mountain itself is, technically optional.
What was in the last chest? Did Edge manage to get it earlier?
He did, but I don't remember either. It was not a key item, at least.
Ah, here's our broadsword.
Alright, 5 extra attack power for Edge. And I always like the broadsword better than the axe. I don't know, there's something about swords that's preferable, I think.
Oh, for sure. Schmike says it was a fairy water in the bottom chest of the mountain.
Alright, meanwhile, Seawolf is hitting level 9, 5 attack, 2 agility, 6 hit points, 12 magic points. A reasonable stat level.
Ooh, an Axe Knight. Close to home. With Hurtmore. Great.
It could be interesting to, if you had Stop Spell, to mess with one of those. Now, Edge has found Sharlock. We can see its big gray wall in the corner of the screen.
We have found concrete indeed.
And the seed does not have armor in Sharlock, but there is a cave blocking it. I wonder what that is.
Come on, Jerk. Hey, it's Jerk.
It was very kind of the Jerk, just to hole up right outside. So, you know, you at least it's kind unless Sharlock is a problem. Then you have to go see him every single time you redive.
Like, here, you need a rainbow drop? Just throw it right through the door.
Seawolf unfortunately takes another death. He's not had, I think, the exploration luck that Edge has had so far. Edge hitting level 9. So we're back to even on the levels, I believe.
Nope, Seawolf's still 8. Level 9 at 5, 5, 5, and 4, I think.
Oh wow, so I was a whole level off. Wow. I think getting to that hand axe earlier helped quite a bit. He's been able to kill most of the things he's seen.
Yeah, for sure. Getting the key a bit earlier, grabbing the gold, having their armor, and being able to defense break the wolves was really good. By no means over yet, though. There's still multiple things can go wrong. We have another town up here.
Alright, it's the dead town of Hawksness. I mean, it's weird that you would be excited to see it, but I don't know. It probably doesn't have the stats to do much here yet.
The only thing I can really see here being good is the Stone Man. So you can manage to put it to sleep.
Yeah, you have herbs to heal, you don't have any heal spells, you can't even stop spell something, so it pretty much has to be the Stone Man.
The Hurtmoring Axe Knight.
Yeah, I don't think he's seen the Hurtmore yet, but there's not much he's going to be able to do about it either way. It's too hard.
Manages to get away. Good for later on, for a grind. But right now, not so much you can do. You want... Even heal wouldn't be so bad, but heal more or hurt more are the better things.
Another cave just passed away. Is this Tablet Cave? It is Tablet Cave.
One free chest, no enemies, just takes a little while to get through. But we do have outside.
Yes, outside basically halves the time. Although it's a lot easier to walk out of Tablet Cave than it is to walk in, I think. At least in my own experience, I tend to get out quicker than I do going in.
Yeah, I can see that. An herb, yay!
Thank you to Sendra Erdic for leaving us this herb. I don't know, Descender Erdrick sounds a little bit long. Can I say Granddaddy Erdrick? Is that okay?
Sure. Can't see anything wrong with that. It just decided to fight the Axe Knight that time until it showed its hurt more, and then changed its mind. Actually managed to get away too.
The fairy water use is interesting. I think he's expecting to not find anything imminently and just decided he wants to stretch out the exploration as far as possible. The 69 defense power, he's breaking almost everything.
Found a Demon Knight that time on Seawolf screen, and another enemy with Herbmore.
Well, hey, a green dragon. I think he... Well, no. Without good healing, I don't think this is the easiest one, but he might be able to overpower it.
Sometimes vulnerable to sleep, but Herbmore.
Yeah, I think I definitely would have tried sleep there, just because it's the odds I think are higher trying that than not. Not to correct our runners, just sleep strats are always an interesting thing to consider.
Yeah, sleep strats are something you don't always think about right away, but very, very good for the early game. Sometimes good for the late game, if you have a lot of stone men around.
I see both of our runners are exploring areas that the other runners have already seen, I believe. So in that top left corner, I think the Edge is going through is a quick dead end. And the Seawolf finding a dead end over there as well. So let's find a Metal Scorpion, though. That's a good enemy to fight right now.
So we haven't seen Grave. We haven't seen Brecconary. What else are we missing? The Staff Turning Cave. I think that's it.
Yes, I believe that's it. We've seen almost everything that's really important, but the Grave probably... Yeah, because that's the only place that still has an item, so... oh wait, there's Hawk's Nest, which we haven't cleared out yet, so there is technically something there. Or there could be something there.
There could be. We have seen one Cursed Belt, I believe, but that could be the item in coal, which was the stones? No.
The item in coal was the stones, correct?
Right. So normally I would say you go through Swamp as soon as you find it, but having those two towns within your view as soon as you get there is very, very tempting.
And that Axe Knight just will not let him go, unfortunately. Again, he does have the advantage in run chances, even against an Axe Knight, but it's just not enough.
45 experience needed now. I'd stay around the area with wolves. Get that before you go anywhere else. Well, looks like he's going to take another run.
Well, we've seen fairly decent enemies to grind on throughout. We've seen only Charlock enemies have been a little bit sporadic. Sometimes you'll just find armored knights like surrounding every beginning zone, but it hasn't been too terrible. And Edge keeps finding these magic wyverns, which have been very good for him.
Uh-oh, armored knight. Seawolf managed to walk straight through the zone with wolves, metal scorpions, wolf lords. Never saw the one. Only found a Drakey.
Alright, I stand corrected. I said he wouldn't find him, and he did. Alright, I've lost track of where Edge went, but managed to sneak away from a golem and is now getting stuffed by a goldman, which is less of a threat because it's damage broken, but... Oh, and now an Axe Knight, so it seems like some of that run luck is starting to come back a little bit. Oh, and a cave!
And this would either be Swamp North or the Grave. Swamp North. So I believe that's a one-continent seed.
Yes, no other continents need apply. So if we had coordinates, one continent C tends to be a little bit more complicated. It just seems the case that whenever you have a second continent, that the coordinates tend to point to it.
Runs from a red on the first try. Wow.
Oh, going after the wizard. This is interesting because wizards are not damage broken. But I think, yeah, he's got enough power. He should be able to get this. And he did.
Almost.
All right, I'm gonna stop predicting what is going to happen here for a few minutes until everybody forgets about my dismal track record.
Seawolf, in the meantime, has gotten to level 9. It's going back for that second town. Or the first one. Maybe he didn't actually get the coal.
I think he was a couple steps away when the what was it again that killed him? I don't know. Axe Knight, that's right. Axe Knight's been a Sharlock spoiler so far. Keeps popping up all over the place and refusing to let people have any fun.
Yep, grabs the stones. Probably go in here and grab the coordinates as well. Can't really afford anything else at the moment.
Yeah, and it's, you know, don't take any damage from the floor, so it's not bad. Alright, this time Edge is choosing to run away from the wizards. Wizards and demonites are like two enemies that it just feels unsafe to fight unless you have heal more or something.
Yeah, Wraith Knight would be nice right now.
It's been an interesting seed. Usually you see the most amount of deaths early on, and it's all kind of happening now. But Seawolf is teleporting out, has found North Swamp. I won't know this is single continent for a while because I think it took Edge quite a while to get over there. But there's still some good enemies here. Wraiths are excellent with what they have right now.
So I haven't really seen a whole lot on the map myself, but I'm thinking head back for Sharlock, maybe go a bit beyond, and maybe that's where Breck and Grave are?
Well, I believe Edge died reasonably quick after going through the swamp cave, so there's still something over there, but we don't really know what the runners haven't filled out on their maps, I guess. I mean, assuming they do map.
Something I had to get better at myself is mapping.
Yeah, it's always wonderful when you do that and you find you drew a line in a bad spot. Anyway, Edge getting level 10, 0961, and the spell of heal. So we have some healing other than the armor now. And that is correct. Right now we are limited in our stats. We have good strength and agility for where we are, but the hit points and magic points are just dismal.
Yeah, for level 10 you'd want to be fighting some much stronger enemies, and it's hard to do with such a low HP. And their strength being what it is, hurt is kind of useless.
Yeah, our spell MVP right now, I think, is Sleep. That's one that still has some good application. Is this a new town? Have we seen this? Is this Hawksness?
Nope, this would be Breckenary. Yep.
Oh. That's nice, I guess.
Yay. But that means there's only one thing left to find, and that should be the grave. No, and the staff cave. Oh, Seawolf finding Breckenary as well right away.
He's going in. Wow. And no, there's not too much he can do there, unfortunately, and then leaves.
So there is another cave just to the south on edge of screen, just below where Seawolf is right now. Should be one of our two missing caves.
Probably hoping for Grave now, since haven't found the harp yet, so you want to push off that staff cave as long as you can. And we know from what checks we have left that it has to be in the grave or it has to be in Hawksness. I don't think there's anything left for us to find.
You are correct.
Fortunately, it would take a little bit longer. We'll have to wait for Seawolf to discover because Edge got on the wrong side of a green dragon and got sent back.
So Seawolf get the first look at this cave. Hey, and there's the other one right there.
Alright, he has achieved full exploration, except I don't think he knows that it's the same continent. Yeah, he knows it has to be grave. He's checking his resources, wants to make sure that he can do this.
All depends on what's in here, but you'll definitely get these top 3. The sword. The harp. That's it. That's all we need.
Alright, goodbye, Grave. Thank you.
And another herb. Outside? Yeah, outside.
Immediately go to that Staff of Rain cave, get that harp off of you as quickly as possible.
No, I'm not sure if Seawolf has seen Sherlock yet, so might not know where the jerk is.
Now, we still got time. I don't think we have a good grind spot yet. But now we know Hawksness, at best, has the flute. And that's not great.
Right, the flute being the only item left, the only key item left we haven't gotten.
And it could have nothing. And I said at best, but nothing might be better than the flute. Depending on how you feel about your item slots and how the strength, winds up at the end of this.
Yeah, for sure. If you only end up with around 130 AP by the time you're really in a good spot to go, then Fairy Waters would be great, and the flute would take up one spot for those Fairy Waters.
And yeah, you don't even need to... Like, the only negative here, I shouldn't say the only, the big negative will be if he keeps looking around for the Jerk Cave. Well, I guess he doesn't know where Sherlock is, so he's gonna find them together anyway. Oh, and look, he did the loop. And he's going back through. I guess he must not have... Wait,
I think he had died over here somewhere.
Okay. I don't remember there being anything over here then at all.
So it looks like we're closest to the northwest coast. Which means this is fairly close to Breck, I believe.
Oh, great. Or maybe he didn't finish the exploration over here and just wanted to kind of go back. I mean, he has to know, I think it's one continent by now. But if I recall right, Sherlock is eastish?
Eastish. Simultaneous deaths.
And these deaths are brought to you by Hurtmore. Hurtmore, the spell that neither player has yet.
Both racers less than 100 XP away from a level. Of course, Edge going for level 11 and Seawolf going for level 10.
You know, with this attack power, I think you could take out the Axe Knight pretty regularly. I think you'd need level 10 for heal, at least in between, but it's going to be pretty slow. Actually, on second thought, I still don't think they have the hit points to reliably do that.
Excuse me for a second here, I have to go do something in race time.
No problem. And we see, oh, just missed it. Just a little bit away there for Seawolf. But if he's able to take out this Joel Magi, I believe... Nope, he's also just short of the level. Just a little bit more. 7 experience. Let's go, Edge. Run away from the werewolf. Ooh, Metal Scorpion gives Seawolf 10, though. And that brings the heal spell, which is a little bit useful at this point. Just in case you get hammered in a fight and want to get, a little bit of a refill before you start walking around to heal. And Edge has found the grave and a Magiwyvern, which is also lovely. Again, Magiwyverns are maybe the best enemy we can find right now as far as experience goes, because they're unlikely to put you into the red on damage. They're weak to sleep, and you can kill them in 2 to 3 hits. Three, 6, 14, and 7 are our stats. 14 HP is very welcome, but we're still missing those big more spells. And hey, found the sword, found the harp. Edge is GTG. But it looks like he's thinking about full diving grave, which would be an interesting decision. And because I don't think there's anything else there. Nope, changed his mind. He's getting out.
Right, yeah, has all the items now. No need to dive. Dragon Scale is the only thing you can find, really. Or the flute, of course.
If we had a golem grind spot, that could be sort of useful right now. I think that would be better than the Axe Knight at least. Although at 66 HP, he might be able to regularly take those down now. His attack power rate should be a 3-shot pretty standard. And hey, we get to see the Demon Knights. 25% sleep, 75% hurt more, 100% death for Seawolf.
Yeah, and you can't see him coming at you in a cave.
So if you ever just fall asleep randomly, you can blame it on a Demon Knight.
At least when the lights are out.
It's always dark somewhere.
That it is.
What's the effective range on a sleep spell, dude? I don't know.
Good question.
Alright, so with that gear, Edge he has 100% of the knowledge he needs, and he has all of the gear, just needs the stats. Whereas the Seawolf is still trying to find Sharlock, we believe. I don't think he's seen it yet. And the Armor Knight, though, he's seen that a few times, and it's not getting any better for him. Oh, hey, green dragons have sleep. That's awesome. And, Edge wakes up and attacks and finishes it off. Nice comeback.
Very nice. Green dragons are good experience right now.
Yeah, if it weren't for sleep, those would be a very prime enemy to fight. It just makes it a little too dangerous, I think, to rely on for anything. Oh, nice. 50% sleep, 25% hurt more. That is annoying. That's something to look forward to and getting ambushed by in Sharlock later. It's always fun. Anytime you see a Sharlock enemy with sleep, your thought has to be, oh no, I hope I don't see them in Sharlock, because you get ambushed and slept and then it's out of your hands. Have we seen the spike tile in the swamp cave at all? I don't think we did.
I believe Edge went looking for it, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I seem to think he started to and then, like, didn't, or he died right before it or something. We know Hawksness has the Axe Knights, though, but it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, if I remember right. Has the Seawolf even found Hawksness?
I don't believe so.
Well, he's settling down for a grind over here with some Wolf Lords, which is still pretty good experience. One-shotting them. It's a very safe grind, if not fast. They're doing
Aha! Here we go. Sleep, range 90 feet.
Alright, 90 feet, thank you. I guess Edge is just going to hit the drop, and he might peek into Sharlock. I think this is kind of a point where he's looking for a good overworld grind, but maybe the first floor of Sharlock's good. Won't know until you try it, and he's not going to try it.
So yeah, we still need at least 15 strength, really. Actually, no, more like 18. Another 30 HP, 33. Probably run another 40 MP before it's good to go. Agility's looking good, though.
Yeah, you could manage with this agility. It's not perfect. I mean, just getting to 74 defense would be a decent amount. 78, really, I think is it 86 is kind of the perfect number. After that, it doesn't really matter so much against the Dragonlord.
Yeah, 86 is where you want to be, really.
And we could have theoretically had a silver grind. We did see a silver shield, and there is tons of money in the Treasury, but at this point, I don't think we're going to see either player go for it.
No, I don't think it's really worth it. Unless you get maybe a few levels up and your agility doesn't go up at all. They might go back, but I doubt it.
I mean, if my agility were like 40 right now, I'd probably consider it, but then I'd still assume it would come back up.
I guess it would help with fighting those Axe Knights in Hawksness. Hey, level 12. 15 power, 2 speed, 5 hit points, no magic, and a new spell of Hurt More. Now we go back to Hawksness.
Yes, now the siege is officially started. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Edge go directly there, just to start, because it's everything he's been doing right now has been kind of slow. It's both players right now. It's really hard to find a solid grind in the overworld. And yeah, he's right there, so I guess he was going there anyway.
Wants to have a little more HP before he goes into the fight, so he can survive a back attack Hurt More. But yeah, this should be pretty straightforward now.
Running away from... Oh, now he's hurt more. That's interesting. See, still... Oh, he got enough. Good. And the werewolf is just not letting him go. 72 agility versus an effective, like, what is it, 26 run thing, and the werewolf just keeps stopping him. Alright, and it's Axe Knight time all the time. And the flute was here. Oh, I guess that's good to know.
It never hurts to have it. Like I said, it takes up that one slot in inventory, but eh. Seawolf, in the meanwhile, has gone back through Swamp and is headed down again. Hopefully he'll soon realize this is one continent.
Yeah, the inventory spots don't matter so much. With 127 attack power, it's only going to go up, and this is probably not a fairy water siege. Oh, and hey, Axe Knights have heal. That's slightly annoying, but it's not going to stop them.
No, second Hurt More will definitely take it out if the first one doesn't. And really don't even need that Hurt More. Probably a swing would do it.
So yes, we're talking about things we still need for Sharlock. And the biggest thing, more than even the stats, is the spell of Heal More. We could not have. That could be our limiting factor. Even if we get, 50 HP and 50 MP on the next level, we still might be short. Just not having the correct spells.
This won't be long. We'll see what level 13 brings.
Seawolf is very close to hitting that 3,000. His grind has actually been very efficient recently, but the experience difference is just too huge now.
2, 4, 4, and 2. No Heal More. Still going.
That's the difference that Hurt More makes. Once you get that spell, everything goes a whole lot faster.
Heal More is optional, Slamu, but it's going to take a lot of grinding.
I'm not even sure how that would work. You'd have to like sleep the Dragonlord or something, right?
No, you need a lot of health and a lot of attack power. Like, probably level 26, 27. Maybe level 30.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you show me sometime, Slamu, how that works. I look forward to it.
There are runners here that have run races with no spellcasting whatsoever.
Oh, I'm sure it's possible, man. Yeah, we've had so many crazy ideas and so on. I think was it the Naminva did the seed recently where he did not use the fight function.
Did not use the attack command, yeah, at all. We've also had people run without any equipment, people run without spells, people run blind. It's very, very interesting. Of course, not DWR blind, that would be crazy, but DW blind.
Yeah, I would say TWR. I don't know. The enemies made different noises, maybe.
Well, not only that, but with the map randomized, you have no chance.
That's a good point. I mean, you could like, well, I guess you don't. You also don't enter towns automatically. That would be the thing. Like if you went over a town or a stairway or something automatically, you'd have a chance. You could sound out all of the bonks and just draw, on your. Well, I guess you couldn't draw if you're blindfolded.
Maybe. Certainly wouldn't be able to do it well, and you wouldn't be able to read your map anyway, so you know.
Seawolf takes another death. It seems like he's just missing whatever it was that Edge saw earlier, either Hawksness or Sharlock, but something for some progression here. Just seems a little bit stuck.
Keeps pushing on that supposed swamp continent. But, I think it just needs to go southeast, I think.
Yeah, I think the direction he's going now, he's going to find a swamp continent, which is the same continent. So as we're just, yep, there it is. There's South Cave, or the North Cave. So I hope he recognizes it.
He does now. Okay, gonna check for the spike.
Yeah, not a bad idea if you haven't seen Hawksness, and you know you don't need it. You might as well stick to the stuff that you know.
Right, and it has hurt more now, so finding an accident in here would be great. Nope, it's the blue.
Yeah, blue dragon is usually not great. Like, there has to be something wrong with it to want to fight it. And it has DL2 breath, so it's not great to fight, as Edge has just shown us.
Ooh, Seawolf survives with 1 HP. Gets that werewolf kill.
So as we're nearing the hour mark, and both of our players are just kind of trying to find the last little bits of what they need to finish up here, just a bit of a review of what we've seen today. The token was found inside of the Tantagel Treasury. The Erdrick's armor was in the Stones Cave, which was underneath Tantagel. The Death Necklace was in Granham, the Stones of Sunlight and Coal. Then Grave, the first two checks in Grave gave us Erdrick's sword and the harp. And we have found the flute in Hawksness. So everything has been found. Right now we're just trying to find the experience to finish this up.
a surprising amount of gold chests as well, and yet nobody did a gold grind. But having Erdrick's armor with a large shield readily available, you don't really need one.
Right, the silver shield is nice, but it's rarely required. Although, now that I say that, and I look at this defense value and think, green dragons at 88 are defense broken. That would be nice, because that would eliminate that sleep ambush possibility.
True, and you could go back and find those wizards too. Fight them.
Alright, the Seawolf is now hit 13. Back into cold to refresh things here. Just needs to go, I think, a little bit further south or east to find Sharlock at this point.
By the way Edge is walking, I think that's correct.
Yep, it must be directly east because that is the way he is going. Well, there he goes. So we'll see here in just a moment.
Actually needs to go to the north, so hopefully he'll run into a dead end here in the south.
Dead end found.
Excellent. Now hopefully when he finds Sharlock, he does a swing around and finds the jerk. Hoxus was just north of Sharlock. So either way, you're going in a good direction.
Yeah, I wonder just how long it took there. Maybe it's a better idea to try to walk out of Hawksness, because it's quite the distance, but maybe with Repel. Right now, Edge is running into everything along the way.
And here we go. A jerk.
I wonder, since he hasn't found Hawksness, maybe Seawolf might just go directly into Sharlock and try grinding there.
Perhaps. Hey, level 14. We've got 1 power, 4 speed, 5 hit points, 4 magic, and not heal more.
Everything but heal more. Yep, Edge checked his spells just then, and that's what we're waiting for. But we're waiting on stats, so we're waiting either way.
Right, still want at least 17 more HP, and probably still another, definitely 30 to 40 MP.
See, Trails in chat saying that they have the Glove, Thunder, Fairy, and Reflect, but not Life. And in this game, you need Life. In Zelda 2 Randomizer, you can get away from it.
We have a golem here in the first floor. I missed anything else. Hey, a Star Wyvern.
Golems are not appealing without the flute or Healmore. That's pretty much a dud.
Star Wyverns are nice though. 2 attacks take them down. They haven't done anything yet.
And the Golem, which is, again, technically the easiest enemy to run from in Sharlock, ambushes and takes Seawolf out. But he knows exactly where to go now, so if that's what he chooses to do. I don't know if he would prioritize searching for Hawksness, hoping for a better grind spot. That seems real iffy, but if he doesn't find it, he's going to be just bleeding time here. He's already 2,000 experience down compared to Edge, and that's going to continue, I believe.
Yeah, pretty much a level apart, and has been for a long time, actually.
Now, we see the Seawolf out here, Axe Knights in the desert. He might hang around out here. That seems to be the case. Just hoping to find them. Of course, without Repel up, he's going to be fighting everything else.
Yeah, grinding on the Overworld, unless you find a really, really good spot that you can repel everything else. I mean, you're not guaranteed that encounter every second step, so it's a gamble unless there's something really good there.
Yeah, Demon Knights aren't terrible either. I mean, they have sleep, which is annoying, but sleep and hurt more, so they are extra annoying, but it is something you can deal with. And Edge going in chooses to take the extra step to walk to Cole to get a little bit cheaper in. I think distance-wise, it's about the same.
I don't know. I think I'd take the Death Warp and go back to Swamp Cave. Be closer.
And then he goes back into back into Cantlin anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit of a walk if you don't have Repel up, which neither of our runners are really working right now. Well, I guess I said that. Edge just got it here at 14, so I haven't really had much of a choice until now. It is possible to buy Fairy Waters to emulate the appearance of Repel, but it's not a common strategy for people. He's going in and getting some now.
And they prove you wrong.
That's how it works, right? I get an idea, and I say it, and then I'm like, oh, that's not going to happen, and then it does.
Yeah, that's pretty much how commentary works in general.
Yeah, I guess when you have that much money, since you're short on MP, the Fairy Water, instead of using Repel, is probably fine. That or he didn't notice that he got it at 14. But it's still good strategy to eliminate all those unnecessary fights. They weren't getting him much of anything.
Yeah, you've only got, 10 hurt mores, but you can't really use them all because you need to save some for heal. So grinding is not going to last very long. You want to save every bit of MP you can.
And it's unlikely that 15 is our level. I would be thinking at 16 at this point. Or, whatever plans I would be making would be oriented around that. So no chance to really stretch this one out. But if you make a big dig into level 16 experience, you should be able to get it on the next one.
Yeah, 16, probably. Find out shortly. It's only a few more Axe Knights until Edge reaches level 15. Seawolf is slowly catching up, has gotten up to 15 now. 14, sorry.
He's found a reasonably good zone, all things considered. He does have Repel now, though, so he could be thwarting those. Although, I don't know. Metal Scorpions, one shot, still aren't the worst thing.
Yeah, it's only 30-something experience, but it's still experience.
One-shotting a Droll Magi, that's a little bit better.
Nope, goes for the Repel.
See, there I was defending his decision, but then again, he just got the level, so you don't always think, yes, I got the level, I'm going to cast Repel immediately.
So this will be 15 for Edge.
Yeah, the negative with Seawolf is now he's lost the Demon Knight as well.
Okay, level 15. We have 3 power, 5 speed, 6 hit points, no magic, and a new spell. So we're definitely going to 16.
But hey, it's heal more, so that will actually, well, I don't know, with 86 max hit points, it's not going to change a lot.
No, still 197 really, and the MP is just nowhere near. Not for the attack power you have.
Does it seem, do we think Seawolf is going to go back into Charlock to work over there?
Having not found Hoxness, I go for Swamp. I'm pretty sure he knows what's there.
That was a blue dragon, which with this attack power, it's not terrible, but it does have DL2 breath without heal more. I don't know.
All right, yeah.
Although
Probably
I'm not
back
sure.
to...
Yeah, I'm not sure he saw the DL2 breath when he saw it on Edge's screen. He's just trying to find something to work with. Unfortunately, there isn't a whole lot.
Werewolves? They're wolves. All over the place.
I think he's going back to that desert. He's just gonna search any desert at this point and try to find something worth fighting. Wraith, not great, but 40, yeah, it's not great, but it's not nothing, which is what a lot of what he's been saying. But yeah, he throws the repel back up.
Yeah, the desert over here was a little bit better. There were X Knights, I believe.
Green dragons are theoretically good, not so much with the sleep, but and just a reminder tonight, we do have 2 other races scheduled for tonight. I believe F. Coughlin and Velu V started just a little bit ago on regular or on Randomania 3, and then at 10 o'clock tonight we have Brian Williams 42 and Apex Corvid. So once this one is done, I encourage you all to keep watching as we go through this first round of the brackets of the summer tournament.
Seawolf back up here by Garenham, I believe. Trying to find those X Knights again.
I mean, you want to put up repel because, I don't know, the experience wasn't that bad, honestly, with the enemies he's been fighting. Really the Demon Knight, I think, is the key there, because you can one-shot a Demon Knight for 90 experience. That, time-wise, is almost on par with an Axe Knight.
Yeah, I agree. The Demon Knight is a decent grind if you can find them. But right now... Oh, there's the X Knight. Right now, with those lower enemies around, really not the best.
Yeah, the experience difference is just short of 2,000. He was able to keep up for a little bit because Edge had to walk back a couple of times, but now that he's back just on the spot, it's really starting to crank up again. He should... I think he will be able to clear this. Let's see, 6 hurt mores. It's 780. He'd have to punch 1 or 2 of them to get there, but he's very close to that level 16, which at this point, any level could be go mode. We've seen plenty of seeds where we've had MP or some low stat like that, and then get a level where we see 50 or 60 points just drop in. And that would probably be bad for the Seawolf at this point. The longer this goes, it seems to be favoring Edge, because he's continuing to just go further with this grind.
Right, yeah, Seawolf really needs it to be a couple of point bonuses, and him to maybe find Huxness or go back to Swamp or something.
Or to tempt Edge with a really tricky level and an unfortunate Charlock.
Right, Charlock is a great equalizer, so it's not over till it's over. But Edge certainly has an edge right now.
And hey, Armored Knight, that's not bad either. I think Seawolf might have stumbled just a little bit further south and found a different enemy group.
Yep, most commonly a hurt more in a swing will kill the Armored Knight. At least at this attack power.
It's a little more resource intensive than the Axe Knight, so it's not quite as good, but I mean, also Ghosts, I don't know. I don't think this zone is any better than the one he was just in.
1 power, 1 speed, 2 hit points, and 18 magic on 16. The magic was nice, but the HP is still too low.
Yeah, right now we're looking for probably at least 88 MP to make a run here. Although he'll probably gain a little bit more strength here in a minute. But the HPs are the real problem. There's nothing you can really do about that.
So for those who don't know, the Dragonlord has 2 attacks. It's either a normal attack, which at 86 defense does a maximum of 48 damage. Right now he's at 81 defense, so it's probably 49, I think, maybe 50. And his breath attack can do a maximum of 48. So ideally you want to be able to survive 2 of those attacks, so you don't have to heal more every turn, which means you want 1 HP more than that, which is 97.
Yep, and yeah, you were right. The max attack is 49 right now. So, I mean, getting a silver right now would only help with being able to repel some things, and it would be quite a time expenditure. Excuse me. Although I know Edge is probably gaining some money out of this.
Up to 8,700, so the grind probably won't get him there if it go low to 17, but if he has to go to 18 and doesn't die, perhaps it's worth it.
And I think the gold is only about 30. It's like 30 more gold than experience from an Axe Knight. So he just tried to put the bridge to sleep, and now I think. Oh, there we go. Repel.
Must have been a drawbridge.
Oh, he does have that fairy flute. Golem might be a nice change of pace. He does have heal more too. Heal more being the big thing. And Seawolf is going after that blue dragon. Now that he has heal more and got that level 15, this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, for sure. Still not as good as the Axe Knight, but seeing as he doesn't know where the Axe Knight is, you take what you can get.
Yeah, the part of it that isn't going to be pleasant is once he sees that DL2 breath and realizes that he's going to have to heal basically every time he uses it. Or in a situation like this, oh, he got through it. That's good. I'll say, because until he sees it, he's probably going to let his hit points draw a little bit lower and put himself in that danger range, but it doesn't seem to be too high.
Right, my ideal with blue dragons is always stay above 35, or 30 to 35 HP, usually. And that will be enough for the DL2 breath to kill him.
And he just saw the DL2 breath. Now it's the second time swings through it. It's able to finish it off. It's risky, but it's still faster than what he was doing, I think. And there we go. 50%. We haven't seen 50% yet, so this could get ugly.
Hey, a magician, where were you an hour ago?
As for anybody who has joined us after the first 15 minutes or so, our starting Zone 0 can have a number of different enemies, ranging from slimes, red slimes, drakies, ghosts, magicians, magidrakies, and scorpions. And it appeared to only have slimes, red slimes, and drakies. And the red slimes had, I believe, the red slimes had baby breath, and the red slimes had hurt more, and drakies had baby breath.
Yeah,
so
sounds right.
It was a very painful, slow start, but we got going pretty quickly after that. And we had a decent amount of starting strength, including, I think, the fighter's ring was in the Treasury. Yeah, Seawolf is bailing, either to get resources or to just get out of there. But is not keeping up at all right now in the experience chase.
Yeah, but 1250 away from a level, and Edge is less than 1,000 now from level 17.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a please let me find Hawksness or a better grind spot or something walk, because went out via the north side instead of the south when near the town, so this has to be some sort of exploration check.
Gonna chance it on a golem, but the golem will send him back.
I think that's what he wanted. I think I mean, if he's doing mapping or if he has some sort of thing, he probably has to realize that Hawksness is near Charlotte, because it was the last thing that he found, and it's probably the only area that isn't fully explored.
Right.
Meanwhile, it looks like Edge got caught on the Axe Knight there or something, got sent back. Oh, he's walking all the way back from Tantasia, so no pure gold grind on the Axe Knights today, I guess.
No natural gold for sure. for either racer. Seawolf sticking to the desert here, finding werewolves with repel casts, so not bad, but really need that spike tile for consistent fights.
If he had the flute, I wouldn't be surprised if he went back into Sharlock, but since he doesn't have it, it's the golems in there are not going to be appealing. They're not fast anyway, and you don't want to flute every single time. But odds on using it once and giving it a chance to stick around is fairly reasonable.
Edge back into Hoxness, going after that X-Knight yet again. Should be able to make it to level 17 this time.
And so far as what this match means for the players in the bracket as a whole, we are in single elimination. So whichever racer loses today, they are out of the tournament. While the other one will move on and I believe plays the winner of Jacquemus and Chromaticalism.
That is correct. Edge was the 12th seed coming in, Seawolf was the 21st. Both amazing players in their own right.
And despite the seeding, both were 3 and 2. Anything in between that seeding range was entirely due to strength of schedule, which is kind of surprising considering Seawolf, I believe their losses were to Ness Cardinality and Brian Williams.
Yeah, there was a little bit of randomization there for ties, but yeah, still surprising. This bracket in general is so stacked. There are so many good players in here.
All right, Edge hitting 17, 0 attack, 1 speed, 6 hit points, 6 magic points, and looks like we're running level 18 now.
Yeah, HP could probably be managed here, maybe, but not with this amount of MP. You'd want more magic in order to get through it.
Yeah, the attack hasn't moved, and again, I would say you probably want at least 80, maybe 88 MP just to be able to survive a little bit of what Sharlock has to throw. Even if you get the perfect walk, you have to deal with the spike tile, and it's hard to get away with that without having to heal something.
Yeah, 88 I think would be a good number right now.
And even with 94, there's some players who would go for this, I think. But that would be in a situation where you have some MPs to burn, and I don't think that's the case right now. Plus, his defense is still a little bit in the danger zone. He'd be getting hit for 50 right now.
McGrew, our creator here, says his simulator gives Edge a 0.1% chance to win. Good enough.
Yeah, so you're saying there's a chance. I beat you to it, Schmike.
Yeah, most racers would know with this not to bother. I mean, there is that chance, but it's such a small chance they wouldn't try.
Right, and Edge is walking back. I don't know if he died on purpose or not last time. I think he actually got killed by something on the way back, which is kind of the problem with the walk too. There's still Sharlock enemies along the way. Meanwhile, Seawolf1 is getting level 16, and you're going to find that there's not a whole lot there. Magic helps, but it doesn't really help with the grind or anything that he's doing right now. It's fine, Schmike. I just want to let you know I wasn't copying you. I saw that right after I said it. No lore thievery here.
Both runners going for an in-stay here at Rimmildar. Cole.
One of them towns. Interesting. Edge goes to Cole for the inn, and then goes to Cantlin for the herbs. Really doesn't want to spend that money.
Not that it matters. He has lots and he'll go back to grinding lots of it anyway, but sure, why not?
Right. Seawolf is out and about again. Is he going directly to Cantlin, or will he sneak past it and find the magical town of Hawksness? But no, it looks like he's going directly in. Which, again, with these stats and heal more, he's got a chance at the golems. Not an easy fight, and I think everything else in this first zone, for what we saw, is fightable. Or is he just going?
Maybe gonna dive, see what's in zone 2. If he can find wizards, more jerkbirds, star wyverns, could be a decent grind.
With some more hit points, the golems would be really nice, actually. Because you should be able to take them out without a heal more, but a cap of 88, that's about impossible. It was so nice for the jerk to be nearby, but now you have to keep seeing him over and over every time you have to go back into Sharlock, of which we're pretty sure Seawolf's going to have to do it at least one more time, and Edge as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And hey, remember that thing we were talking about with green dragons having sleep? And yeah, so Edge is on his way back to Hawksness, got slept and killed by a green dragon.
Nope, back you go.
And Seawolf got tired of damage racing the golems, wants to keep going, so we'll see what else is down here. Yeah, the copious magic usage denotes that this is not an attempt to win, but I think he would be somewhere in the range of 0% without some really lucky hurt more casts.
Bypassing the star wyverns? Yeah, you gotta fight the wizards here.
Wizards are almost an ideal enemy. They're not great experience, but I mean, they're only 10 behind an Axe Knight, and they're basically 2 shots at this point. Star Wyverns are a little trickier because their hit point range, they can possibly extend over 2, but now he's going, and this is actually a lot better than what he was doing outside.
Ooh, Stoneman. Not worth the sleep right now.
Yeah, Stoneman and Golems kind of fall in that category of rarely are they useful. And hey, Edge is fighting a red dragon. That's new.
Which seems to be just swinging at him.
Yeah, the things that our red enemies do, the red dragon and the armored knight, are of special concern because they're the ones that are the hardest to run from in Sharlock. So you have the greatest chance of getting slept or pulverized by some DL2 breath or whatever from those. So Seawolf is now exiting Zone 2, is in Zone 3.
Going all the way, I wonder if he's probably looking... Well, he's definitely getting some research done, but also looking for that spike tile at the end, maybe?
It's an interesting strategy since he hasn't found much of what he's looking for. I mean, if it's Axe Knights, is he just going to swing at him? That might be better because if they roll low with the strength he has, he might be proccing their heal more often than not and not have to use any resources to take one down. Of course, that's not a very optimistic look at it. I don't think that would actually happen most of the time.
No. Barring something going wrong, he should get level 17 down here anyway.
And our experience difference is more or less leveled out over the last 5 minutes since Seawolf's walked in the Sharlock here. Even though Edge is still grinding on these Axe Knights pretty quickly, fact that Seawolf's actually able to kill some things and sort of keep up is helping.
Yeah, should hit a level change pretty much around the same time.
And speaking of that, Edge is, I believe, 2 kills away from getting his level, and possibly the go mode stats we're looking for. We are right on the cusp of it right now anyway. A handful of HP and MP, and we'll see him in Sherlock soon.
Yeah, 10 of each should probably be enough right now. See what happens. 1 power, 1 hit point, 1 magic. Well,
all right.
$16,500 it is.
So we thought we'd be ready around level 15 when we saw that heal more, and no, it looks like 19.
Oh, is this Golem here on the Sherlock spike?
Yes, which is... there could be worse options. Oh, he's swinging. I think he got it, so he just doesn't want to waste any more effort here. But he should get the level and probably little else after that with the amount of resources he has left.
Unfortunately, having not seen Hoxness, he does not have the flute. And if he'd seen Hoxness, he wouldn't be here.
Alright, will he get it? Yep, he got it. Good. So, level 17 for the Seawolf. He gets a decent amount of stats. It puts him on the edge. If he feels behind, he could try this. 83 defense puts him at, I believe that's 49 damage. It's just a little scary. Like, 1 more hit point would make this more viable.
Yeah, for sure. But
well, that is the
this
thing.
round.
Yeah, we might actually see him go at 18 then. Again, if he feels behind, that just 1 extra hit point could matter a lot because of the way that DL2 breath works.
Right, so I believe it's 25% to do 42 and 48, and 50% to do 46, 44? Maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah, you can kind of protect it. If it rolls 48, you can kind of shrug it off, but just at 94, then it's a 46 and a 48, and that increases the threat range considerably. And that's not counting the attacks, which, again, are still danger zone stuff, and they can't really completely protect against that.
It's funny, a silver shield would be so nice right now.
Yeah, that would actually help quite a bit. Again, I don't know that we'll see anyone try for that, but it would just be so awkward right now. Now, if the Seawolf decided to go back to Sherlock, dig out the Treasury, get sent home, and do a gold grind, then that would probably be the only scenario where we'd see this happen, because otherwise you're going off in the middle of nowhere to, get your money, and that's a gigantic time loss.
Yeah, that would have been the ideal time to do it there, but like you said, it's not something we'll likely see now. Our runners seem to be set with the equipment they have.
On this attempt, Seawolf's not even getting into Sherlock before the golems are coming, which this is still better than what he's been fighting beforehand. He has enough attack power that he's kind of... that time he had to use 2 heal mars. Before, it seemed like he was getting 1 per round, and that's reasonably useful. You know, compared to an Axe Knight, you're spending 5 MP per fight. Golem, you're spending 8. It's a little bit slower, but the experience is about 120 more.
Yeah, the good news is Seawolf is actually going north.
If he, you kind of like if he went up there and he saw that, like, how would you feel?
Oh, I'd definitely be kicking myself.
I would be kicking the game.
Yeah.
All right, at the rate we're going, Edge should be able to hit 19 here. Again, we are so close to go mode right now. Like, there just needs such little stats to be able to run. And from what we've seen of Sharlock from the Seawolf, except for the first zone, it's not too bad. The first zone seems to be the worst with the red dragons. I don't remember seeing them anywhere else.
No, going on through, there were Stone Man, there were werewolves, Star Wyverns, a couple wizards, but nothing. I don't remember seeing any raids down there.
I think the red dragon would be that'd be better than a golem right now, because just the HP range, you're probably taking them down in one less hit. And considering their defense values, like red dragon has a lot more defense than the golem, but when you're 40 points ahead of their defense already, it's not going to make a huge difference.
And we have level 19 right on the dot. 1 power, 5 speed, 5 hit points, 23 magic. There's our level.
Yeah, he's leaving immediately. He's going to go 100 hit points is a little scary. 84 defense puts it at 49, so he has enough to escape from to where he shouldn't have to double heal more unless he gets a very bad roll.
So I have 12 healmores now, I believe.
Yep, and you can even afford a repel cast or two if he wants, or to save it for extra heal casts there right before the end.
Right, you may need that extra heal just to get down through.
Now, the important enemy I don't recall seeing from the Seawolf is the Green Dragon, which Edge is finding again. And, yeah.
Blocked in front again, slept, hurt moored. Wow. Runs away with 3 HP.
Well, that's nice. He didn't take everything from him. He took 97 hit points, not 100.
That gives Seawolf a little bit of a chance to catch up. It's not going to be enough, but...
Yeah, we're saying this. It's definitely not guaranteed where Edge is. If he gets there with full resources, he is 100% in control of that fight. A fight that should take 12 rounds on average, and he has 12 heal mores. And yeah, but you never know if you're going to miss. Just the odds of possibly missing or getting a low heal more cast could hurt. But otherwise, it seems to be a strong situation. And Seawolf getting 18 right now as well.
I don't believe we've actually found Dragon Scale yet. I think he just didn't buy one and the Seawolf did.
Yeah, it would help slightly. It would reduce the damage range from 1. So if at any point Edge has 49 hit points, attacks, and then gets hit for max damage, then we can point to the full Dragon Scale. But if that doesn't happen, then we don't have to worry about it. And he saved, 10 seconds or whatever. We're not buying one.
Buying and equipping, yeah, about 10 seconds. But if he was there buying herbs, now would be the time. Just to make that magic number of 86.
Yeah, but he is going. Seawolf is at 18, got sent all the way back. He wasn't trying to walk it back. I don't think either attempt now. Will he go on this? Again, if he feels behind, he might try it. It's scary, it's risky, but it's not terrible. And again, that extra hit point actually matters quite a bit.
Gonna spin that Radiant.
Oh, Seawolf going back at the blues. I guess he's got enough hit points now he can, reasonably deal with that. And hey, here's a red dragon locked. Well, goodbye red dragons. I think he only got stuck by 1. I don't remember seeing anything else.
Stonemen were the big thing down here, I think.
Yeah, Stonemen stop you more than you think they should. Oh wait, no, there's a red dragon here too. And gets away yet again, clearing, what is that, floor basement level 2. Now he's in 3. He's in the small section here. Zone 2 is a little bit shorter than Zone 1 or Zone 3, so it tends to go by pretty fast, even, I mean, depending on how many red dragons decide to stop you. Gets away from that one. Now a golem one step later. Wonderful encounter luck here.
Getting a pretty good hero walk on this floor. Yep, no encounters whatsoever. There's the wizards you want to see. Oh, but blocked in front.
Yeah, if he had any more fairy waters, I wouldn't be surprised if Edge just throws them on out of frustration, getting ran into multiple times like that. Oof.
Sea Wolf is down again.
Tried the blue dragon, and yeah, it's just damage potential is a little scary with the hit points still. It'd be the same thing fighting the Dragonlord, really.
Getting rumlocked or back attacked by everything so far on this bottom floor. But now a good walk without finding anything.
Yep, clears the straightaway through the Nirvana room, coming out through the keyhole here.
I mean, if the wizards run block you, it's not really a big deal. They're only doing anywhere between 0 to 15 damage.
It's more the time. I think it would be consistently annoying. And hey, look at his experience. I just noticed that. Exactly got the level.
Yep, hasn't killed a thing since.
Now this golem did not herb beforehand. He's probably going to blow a heal more here. Oh wait, that's right. He has the flute.
Still may need a heal if the golem wakes up.
Well, yeah. And I think if I got in the range, I would use that again and just hope to punch through. But let's see. What's he going to do? Is he going... I would go for the flute automatically here instead of using the heal more. But is he going to heal more or is he going to swing?
Depends on how much damage he's done. I haven't been paying attention. That's the right call.
Yeah, I thought it was close enough, but man, you don't make that, and that's so scary. But here he goes, going into the Dragonlord. He's got a few steps to go, but looks like at max resources, and should be a heavy favorite here.
95% according to McGrew.
Nice stop spell, give him a little bit of reprieve. Hey, another stop spell, that's nice.
Through DL1, let's hope for no back attacks. Alright, should be a clean fight.
Got a 9 on the first roll. It should be rolling 9 to 18, so that was minimum, and that puts him at 25. And there we are at 37. Still a ton of heal mores to go. Another 9, so that's 46. Some bad rolls. $58. Yeah, he's rolling below average right now. He's got a bit of breathing room, though.
full strength fire attacks coming here.
All right, 69 to 80, and cast Hurt More. Oh no.
Welp. Seawolf is only 1 or 2 kills away from level 19. A bad Charlotte going down could make a difference now.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know if the Seawolf's even wanting to fight the blue here. I guess he's still got to get a little bit more experience, but man, I mean, as someone who has mismenued Hurt More 2 times in the last 3 races that he's done, this is really scary.
Yeah, it is. One more blue dragon should do it for Seawolf. Edge is gonna have to stop into town, pick up some more herbs. Hopefully things with the dragon scale on the way down.
Yeah, it could matter. Honestly, it would take a bad heal more roll to do it, I think, but I mean, that could definitely happen. No, he's no herbs going straight in. He is angry.
Ooh, no herbs. That's a little mistake. No. Yeah, I could go with 2.
Well, that walk wasn't too bad. He could burn a heal more and not be in bad shape for that fight. So maybe he's just thinking, I don't have the time even for that anymore.
And here's 19 for the Seawolf.
All right, and the now, yeah, he's just gonna take the death. But the advantage that Seawolf has is with the dragon scale. That 86, if he chooses to try to do any sort of repelling here, will repel werewolves and star wyverns, and we've seen a few of those.
Could give him a better walk down. Still, though, he's not even in Charlock yet. He might have to go back and buy herbs as well, and Edge is on the first floor already.
Yeah, it would be very, very difficult for the Seawolf to catch up to this position. Something would have to happen, I think, on Edge's side for Seawolf to make it to the Dragonlord before Edge does.
Ooh, run blocked by a Star Wyvern already.
And he's doing it in the dark. It's usually a little bit slower to do that for most people, even the people who are really good at bonking. But Edge knows what he's doing here. I think this is only his 2nd tournament. Did the summer or the winter tournament, but has improved tremendously since then.
Yeah, a lot of weekly races, or even nightly races lately, that are helping just about everybody out.
Yeah, I do remember when I first started joining the community, I heard people talk a lot about that, and they said, wow, morning or like afternoon races, haven't seen those in a while. And I think right now that's like, there's a couple of afternoon races a day for the most part. There's a lot of newer players who have started joining in and doing those.
Right, we could see up to 4 or 5 just casual races a day sometimes.
Which you would think that it would actually be down a little bit because of the tournament. Like right before, maybe be some excitement, but it's still there. And it looks like Seawolf is right on the edge, not thinking about repel, just going in, trying to save every last. You know what? I'm just going to stop saying that.
Repel doesn't really lose you much here.
Yeah, you lose potentially 1 heal at the end, and there are worse things to worry about, like this red dragon. He was already down 2 herbs just walking to Charlock. I missed that. That's a pain.
Is Edge lost here in the dark? He's going back and forth in different directions.
I hope not. He might be in the room with the split between the tablet walk. That one can get kind of confusing because you do quite a distance of a walk, and yeah, that's I think that's where he was. He just got lost about where that wall ended. So now he's into the
Yeah.
last couple zones, which are all easy.
Just a U and a straight line.
Yes, the last room in Sherlock before the basement, which is like the smallest, most useless room in the game.
And yet we've all died there many times.
It's like, hey, you can go up and down in this room, but why?
Seawolf casting another repel. That's the last bit of magic he can use if he wants to save all his heal mores.
Yeah, I do not recall seeing any fairy waters in his inventory, just the death necklace and some other stuff that isn't going to be used.
So Seawolf is 3 rooms away, and Edge is on the last spike tile.
Right, he has not been penalized. Did not use a single herb that entire walk down. Nice.
So here I definitely fairy flute as much as you could. Get through this golem without burning anything.
And Seawolf was at the part of the walk, like he is definitely caught up a lot while going through here. And heck, we might see him. He'll be in the basement at the same time before he gets to the Dragonlord. And a lot of that has to do with the repel there. He just did not see pretty much anything in these last 2 zones. Like, there's so many wizards down here. Well, now he might.
Yeah, now would be the time to use a fairy water if you have one. But I don't think he does, like you said.
It's choosing to fight the Dragonlord from the top.
A back attack.
He is a ninja.
So the 2 fights started simultaneously. We got Edge on Dragonlord 1 and Seawolf on the Golem spike tile.
And he will have to take the heal more, unfortunately. But again, they should have one. No, he is rolling for it and got it. Wow.
Risky, but nice. Burning your last herb, starting the DL1 fight, and Edge is already on DL2.
Yep, this is completely in Edge's control right now. The rolls have been pretty good so far. I mean, no, 10's not very good, but he looks to be in full position here again. Has at least 2 heal mores to spare going in here.
Also taking his time, making sure he's actually selecting heal more.
Something all of us could do better at.
For sure.
Oh, he had a weak heal more there, but that was when the Dragonlord decided to attack. Was he at 93 after that, I think?
Seawolf is getting some low rolls here. Oh, there's a good one.
Edge's rolls have really turned for the worse after about a third of the way through. And a really bad heal more roll, and now he's having to double heal more. And this is very much in doubt now.
No heal mores left, 2 attacks. Oh no!
30 hit points left, gets hit for 31. He had to be in like the 140s on damage, but it was that one heal more didn't quite do enough, and that hit just hit him too hard and made him heal more one more time, and he just couldn't take it.
So that puts Seawolf in the lead. I haven't been counting. It's been mixed attacks, some 11s, some 17s. A 10 that time.
Well, he's got 3 attacks left, probably, so we'll see here.
Doesn't even need the last heal more. The Seawolf is going to take this right out from under Edge.
And Edge is going to see the dot done here in just a moment and realize, like, that was what it was.
This was definitely a race to watch.
All right, and the final time on race time, Seawolf has won with a 155-32. GG's to him. Edge has immediately forfeited.
GG's to both. This was a very well-run race.
Yeah, Edge is going to be kicking himself. That first time, the hurt more, and he was behind, but it wasn't impossible to win. And that second time, he had to be right on the edge. I'd be curious to see if he was counting to know if how close that might have been. But it came down to some low rolls at the end and a very bad heal more that forced him to have to double heal more and lose an attack. And that was really the difference.
Hopefully we'll get both racers in here for an interview shortly. That sounds like them. GG,
Hey.
guys. Welcome in.
Thank you. That was an interesting one. A lot of breath, a lot of hurt more. Early start, very rough.
Yep, a lot of sleep as well.
Oof. Edge, how far did you get to? I'm curious because that was a real bad grind speed. There was no safe spot. Where'd you get to?
I mean, I found Hawksness a really nice grind, but it was a long walk back to Cole and Cantlin, and I did it at 19. I dove twice, mismenued on the really amazing shot that I had, and then just my second one just didn't have enough. So yeah, it just wasn't it, man.
Stinks. Yeah, I had to go to 19 myself. Ground around Garen Hand, get those knights. That was pretty bad. Did a few Charlotte dives just to get information and fighting the way down. But yeah, I didn't have any until 95 hit points at level 18. And I fought the blue dragons best I could, and they were still just ambush, run away. Sneak attack, run away. Miss, they dodge, run away because you couldn't survive. You burn through 3 or 4 heal mores in that fight.
Yeah, that one was pretty rough, man. I tried everything I could on that, and the Sharlock dive. I think what cost me was the mismenu. I had a really good deal one fight. I had an amazing start to a deal too with a double, and I mismenued and hit Hurtmore when I was going to heal, and that thing I lost it there.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from a mismenu on a deal. That's just always rough.
So at the time that you mismenued and got worked back, Seawolf was just hitting 19. You went into Sherlock before he did. He was on the U floor, I think, when you got to the golem. And then he caught up, and just those low rolls on the second fight is what got you.
Yeah, the feeling was neck and neck. I knew my grind was really bad, really not optimal at all. And I just couldn't find any good spot to grind, and I couldn't safely grind the dragon in the swamp cave until I had more hit points. We couldn't heal until level 16 or 17. We didn't have, or 16 we got heal more, or 15. We couldn't heal. We couldn't do any real combat. You saw knights, you could blow them up one shot and hopefully get lucky, but you couldn't fight any dragons. You couldn't fight golem. You couldn't fight a lot of things because you could not until you got strong to burn them down and win the fight straight hit points. There was no real safe way to start this.
Yeah, I think it was a huge difference for a while. Honestly, the exploration and the experience were very even, but the fact that Edge found Hawksness and found the Axe Knights on the spike tile there really carried. And the fact that the tile wasn't necessary probably hurt you, Seawolf, because I mean, at best you were going to find like a flute, and
Yeah.
And it was Hawksness was about a screen and a half north of Sharlock, and since you kind of last location Sharlock, yeah. I can't imagine you were just going to go looking for that.
Well, I did go north of Sherlock, but I followed the coastline to get around. I found the other side of the accidentally found the other side of the swamp cave. Yeah, no. I just took a few walks around, a little bit south, a little bit west, north on the coastline, just to find if I see Hawk's Nest, great. I want to see the spike tile. Never came up, and at that point, I was so far into the race, I was like, I'm not going to gold grind for the shield. I'm not going to do anything else there. I just got to find some way to gain experience points and get things, because all these levels are trash. We started at such strong stats in the beginning. We were so powerful, and then just very slowly crawled forward with the HP and MP.
Yeah, there was one other thing that just seemed to kept coming up, and it was all the enemies that kept having sleep. I think Edge in particular kept getting he had some really bad luck with the green dragons throughout.
Yeah, slept and wrecked by those guys repeatedly, and just couldn't wake up. And it cost me a Hawk's Nest dive there for a little while, but that long walk from the castle back was just a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a rough walk. The choke point there by Garanham was rough because desert tile, high encounter rate. You got Axe Knights, you got Demon Knights, you have Armor Knights. Just real rough to explore beyond that opening thing. And somehow I missed that. If you went east from the castle, north and east, you ended up by the Swamp Cave, which ended up not meaning anything because there was nothing over there besides Swamp Cave. But there's a way to kind of bypass that little choke point. But it's a real long walk around. All the towns were clumped together. It was nice, but yeah, beyond that, a lot of the world was dangerous, and basically you couldn't recharge. There was nowhere to rest up past the Cantlin Brecconary corner there.
Yeah, and there was one other thing that was kind of interesting as far as separation went, and it was in Sherlock itself. And you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Edge, but we didn't see you ever get a dragon scale, I believe. And those extra 2 points of defense that the Seawolf had, having it, just was able to use repel all throughout Sherlock. And since there were so many star wyverns and werewolves everywhere, it really made that dive a lot faster. Even though it wasn't particularly unsafe, I think in all of the dives we saw from both of you, nobody lost a heal more going into the golem. But it was just, that helped catch up so much. It was very interesting to see, because it was almost like a slingshot as he was kind of going through the end of Zone 1 and Zone 2 and not really seeing much of anything.
No, you're not incorrect. I didn't find one. Normally at that point in the game, when I found Brecconary or some of the other places that have it, I would have picked it up, but I just did not at all pick it up this time. And I saw the defense, and I'm just like, that's just that much more time I have to take to go back and get it, and I didn't do so.
I take it from that response, you didn't actually get the silver shield either. So.
Oh God, no! I almost had enough. Well, grinding through Hawk's Nest, if I hadn't taken the death that I did, I actually almost had enough just grinding those Axe Knights.
Oof, that's the worst. That means I've been doing this way too long if I have enough gold to buy a silver shield the hard way. But yeah, I thought about it briefly to start and hop in a cave and get a grind going for that shield. I'm like, I'm so strong. Like, I'm not being stopped by my defense. My agility is great. I'm not being stopped by that. I'm being stopped by my hit points being piddly low.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing, is just HP. I after that first failed dive, thought about grinding to 20, and this just got the better of me. Like, I so felt behind it. I felt so behind it because I figured this was a struggle.
Yeah, did you run strength HP?
I did.
Yeah, so you have the same stats I did. So yeah, once I saw the 100, I'm like, that's not great. It's not perfect, but I'm so far into the seat right now, and I know I've mentioned so many times in my commentaries that, like, the numbers are kind of a novelty. The seeding ranks are pretty funny, but everyone's really good. So I'm an hour 45 into this really terrible season. I'm like, I gotta finish because we got sword early on, we got armor early on. Like, I gotta get done. This is getting crazy.
Yeah, I felt it, and it was one of those. Like I said, the first Sherlock dive was amazing. I had the best DL1 fight. He just stop spell twice. Got through him in 3 hits. Got a double on the opening for the DL2, and I was like, I can finish this. And I mismenued the hurt more, and I'm pretty sure chat could hear me throughout without my microphone, and there was a lot of unchoice words that I can't say on the stream.
I can imagine. Yeah, no, I've taken it's almost painfully slow. Like, I've watched back some races, and I'm sure people are like, why is he going so slow in the menu? Like, because if I die to being an idiot, that's one thing. If I die to me mismenuing hurt more like 8 rounds of a Dragonlord 2 fight, I'm gonna feel really bad about that. Happened once like 3 years ago, and I just thankfully so far ahead I just kind of anger stomped back to the castle and did it over. But it's real hard to come back from it, especially if you're both end game and out there. That's the last thing you want to do is throw out the accidental hurt more. Especially this team wasn't bad because we got hurt more, we got heal more later on, so we were already prepared for that extra 1 spot. It's worse when you have heal more first and then hurt more appears. It's like, oh, by the way, hit up twice, otherwise you got a problem.
Yeah, and having hurt more kind of early kind of helped out, and like I said, it helped my grind quite a bit getting into Hawksness. But um, the at the point that I had done that first one, like I said, I felt so behind. I was just like, I could grind to 20 and make this a sure thing if I get, and of course that's always if I get the HP, and I just didn't think the risk was worth it.
Yeah, the patient of stats is an unkind beast. So once you have something that's viable, take it and run. Just all I can say about that is, if you think you can do it, give it a shot, because there's no promise next level 5-10 minutes of grinding is going to pay off at all.
Yeah, I agree. And early game though, this was great. This was just like, oh my goodness. I got the 53 gold. Went in and saved in the castle. I was like, you know what? Let's just see what's in there. And turned out to be armor and lots of gold. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna. This is just play it out.
That was fine. I had a hard time getting the first bit of gold. I kept getting red slimes. Apparently, if they didn't die in one hit, they blew you up. So I found the hard way a few times that a lot of enemies I fought the first time, like, oh, that's pretty good, that's pretty juicy. Like wolf lords, I fought 3 or 4 of them without any problems. Then suddenly they were casting, heal more and Dragonlord 2 breath out of nowhere. So
Yeah,
I got lucky on the first few encounters. Then that's almost worse. You get surprised like 4 or 5 encounters and like, oh, this is easy, freeze me, hit A, and then it's explode. It's the worst.
I guess I lucked out. I never saw a red slime. I always one shot in red slime, so I got lucky.
Yeah, I got 40 gold and one ambushed me and just blew me up. It was like hurt more. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. And who else had? Druins had hurt more as well. There were 3-4 things by the castle that had hurt more, so it was kind of like it was kill or be killed. It's very much very rough intro.
Hurt more. And then the regular bats had baby breath. I found that out having 1 HP left. And like,
yeah, it's like punch bat. Like, I did not hit. Okay, that's cool. Explosion. Like, oh, a lot of times it happens. Like, aha, I got you. It's like, no, I got this. So yeah, no, a lot of rough. In the early game, again, no heal, no hurt was pretty close by. By the time you got hurt, our strength is so high, we had either a hand axe or whatever club you found in town. So hurt was kind of out the window already.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of twists and turns there in this thing. And I think overall, a lot of it was Edge was able to kind of take a lead with the exploration for a while. And I think were you a little bit confused about the swamp continent or the lack thereof?
Oh, yeah, lack thereof, yeah. First time I was like, okay, cool, I found the swamp. And I walked around and I eventually I went third time with the swamp cave. I'm like, that's kind of weird. We're going to scope the east now and a few bends and at the castle. Heck? Just totally off kilter. Somehow I missed that entirely. So...
yeah, I never even, I stepped foot into both Swamp South and Swamp North. I almost went to the spike tile, and I was like, wait, I don't really have anything that's going to help me, so I just walked away.
Yeah, unfortunately, even that, I didn't go there. I saw the dragon. Once I saw the blue dragon and saw it once and breathe. I'm like, no, okay, that's dangerous. And I went back there for 18-19. I did most of the grind there just because at that point I had 95 health. So, I had some bad luck with some ambushes, bad luck with some dodges. It was still got through it the hard way eventually. But, yeah, it's a really unfavorable grind. Darrenham was bad because the only monsters, there was the Axe Knight and the Armor Knight were one of those zones, so you had to walk around forever to find them. Trying to find red dragons in the overworld. I saw one once and ran from it instantly and never saw it again. So
they were right after you crossed that bridge.
I saw it once.
They were right there.
Yeah, I saw it once there. I'm like, oh, it's a dragon. I have to get it mine for later. And then I went back there and trying to shimmy back and forth, and no, they didn't want to come out. So I was kind of stuck looking for a Charlock. And getting way down, werewolves, a lot of wizards. The first time down was punching everything, very soft stuff. The reds in the first zone were bad. Red golems and the red dragons. But the rest of the Charlock was pretty soft. No blue dragons showed up, as I saw, so no risk of that, no fire breath. And the enemies were pretty vanilla, pretty just basic punch mores.
All right. So, do either of you have any last words about the race? Anything that you want to talk about? I know, Edge, this is going to be the end of the tournament for you. Any retrospect on your participation? Anything that you want to share?
I regret nothing. I had a lot of great opponents, had a lot of great matches. This is yet another great opponent, great match, and I wish you the best of luck through the rest of the tournament. You have a heck of a way to go to make it to Angel. Go get him.
You know, just again, just go do the race. Again, all the racers are so skilled and so knowledgeable now. No, I'm not really mathy with this stuff. I know other racers can just spat out stats and what numbers they're there, and I do it more by feel than anything else. But once you've watched it for as long as I have and played as long as I have, you get that feel for it. But all the racers have that now. Every racer in the tournament has that level of skill where it's just, you feel where you're at now. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I was just like, I'm pretty strong. Go Dragonlord 2, just like pinging for 2 damage, and just I felt really good walking in here, and I'm just a complete idiot. And then later on, you eventually learn how it all works and get the basic math down. But I can't do a beta or up to NG. No, I can't calculate my damage to enemy for my gear. But it's more. I think it's more fun that way. It's kind of less pressure on you to not know all the math at all times.
Agreed.
Yeah, and as usual, thanks to everybody behind the scenes putting this on for us. This was a fun race. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and you'll definitely see more of me in this tournament, just not in this seat. I'll be doing more of the behind the scenes work.
And we're glad to have you back here. Sucks that you can't be in the rest of the tournament, but we've all got to get put out sometime.
All right. Well, with that victory, Seawolf, you'll be playing the winner of Jacquemus and Chromaticalism. Hasn't been scheduled yet, but I imagine we'll be hearing about that here pretty soon. So, any thoughts about that?
I just know they're both solid. If I play Jacquemus, it's gonna be a 5-hour seed because we were both cursed that way. Last time we played, it was a 4-hour breath fest. That was like 3 years ago now. It's been a while, but I still remember all the fire breath. So if you see me and Jack playing a race, just make sure we're gonna try to set it for early on night, so we're not gonna be up to 2 in the morning. We'll go from there. And Chromaticalism has been a newer player to my knowledge, but has shown great skill. And obviously he's made it here, so knows what's going on. So whoever wins that race will be well deserving of it, and I'll try and give them a run for their money. That's about it.
All right, well, we'll get the bracket updated as soon as we can. We're a little bit behind on it because of some issues with timing. But the brackets will be updated soon, and we'll hopefully have our racers all finish off their matches in the next couple of nights, and next week should be another fun round of matches again.
All right, and here in a moment, I believe we're going to be rating one of the other Randomania channels. I don't know which one, but right now Randomania 3 has F. Coughlin and Velu V quite a way into their match. And if not that, we'll be going to Randomania for Brian Williams 42 and Apex Cord, which is just about 20 minutes in. So
let's go to Randomania 1.
All right. Well, on behalf of my co-commentator Cyberdark, the Seawolf, or excuse me, he was racing Seawolf and excuse me. Sorry, I had a cough fit there. And Archfield, who is doing both restreaming and tracking. I'm Aaron to you too. Thank you for watching, and let the tournament keep going. Let's see you over there. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.